In this video, I'm going to discuss why so many longevity researchers, founders, investors, and entrepreneurs are moving to Berlin for 6 weeks. I'm going to explain what this new type of emerging long-term conference that's going to happen there is and how it's going to change the longevity industry. A so-called pop-up village, so what's going to happen there, is a place where people with a common interest come together for an extended period of time. The idea comes from Balaji Srinivasan's book, The Network State. The idea is essentially that people with a common interest or a common moral belief, like for example, death is bad, so therefore we should cure aging, that are before only organized in for example, an online community, that they actually come together at a physical location and live together for some time. Not only for some time, in the limit, the idea is that they move together for a permanent stay. So you have a city of people with this same belief. But right now it's still in its infancy, so people move together for only 6 weeks or 2 months or whatever extended period of time. The first time this really got brought into practice was Zuzalu City in Montenegro. It was founded by Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum. They rented a resort in Montenegro and more than 200 of mainly the top crypto people, but also entrepreneurs, founders, enthusiasts came together for a whole 2 months. There, everybody had time to work on their own project, but they also created workshops and talks about zero-knowledge proofs, Web3, crypto, longevity biotech, and future tech. But this is not what made Zuzalu truly game-changing. What truly made it special was the connections that grew out of it. Imagine you live at a place where every morning when you step out of your door, you're surrounded by people who you know are some of the hardest working, most motivated people in your field of interest. You're surrounded by tech entrepreneurs, high-level engineers, and longevity experts. This makes those serendipitous moments that we are all searching for way more likely. So with Zuzalu being a big success, this movement of pop-up cities started to gain some traction. And now you might be wondering, didn't this guy say that he would be talking about why longevity people are moving to Berlin and not some general crypto people? And no worries, I'm gonna come to that. So after the success of Zuzalu, more and more pop-up cities started building around different topics and themes. One of those, called Vitalia, was started in January 2024 and it was exclusively focused on the goal to solve aging. So everybody that came there was united under this goal. And it became really big and successful. I mean, people like Brian Johnson and Aubrey de Grey came there and gave talks. Another special thing about Vitalia is that it's now kind of permanent. It's based on Rotan, that is an island on Honduras, where there's a special jurisdiction called Prospera. So it's based on the grounds of Prospera, which gives them special rights to do stuff like therapies that wouldn't be allowed in Europe or the US way quicker. They don't have to deal with this baggage of regulation, which, think about it whatever you want, slows down science extremely. And now there's actually a lot of medical tourism of people going there to get treatments like stem cell therapy or gene editing. I mean, I think that's ridiculous, but in most countries it's not allowed to choose your treatment yourself. Like if a treatment is not approved by, for example, the FDA, you're literally not allowed to take it in most states of the US, even if you want to. And there in Vitalia, they changed that. Now, tracking back a bit, as I said, those cities are starting to pop up everywhere. I am personally very interested in longevity biotech, and I was super excited when I heard that one of those cities is going to happen actually in Berlin this year. For 6 weeks, entrepreneurs, biotech engineers, investors, and longevity enthusiasts are going to come together and work on solving aging. There will startups being founded, connections will be made, and just in general, there's so much progress that's gonna happen if you put a big number of bright people in the same room, or at least in the same location for an extended period of time. And Zelar City, that's what it's called, has another innovation. So it's not like all the other pop-up cities based in some remote location. It is actually based in the heart of Berlin, so we can enjoy all those advantages from living in the middle of a big city. There will be a kind of campus where we have our events, where we'll co-work, where the long-term residents will sleep, and people that come for a shorter period will sleep in hostels and hotels really close by. Throughout the week, we'll have time to work on our own projects or start new projects with the other residents. And on the weekends, there will be summits on different topics related to health and longevity. Imagine being surrounded by super health conscious people, like eating together, working out together, and just living super healthy together. At the same time, those people, which are top of their class, founders, scientists, engineers, are all working on one goal, this common goal to solve aging. When I heard about it, I immediately reached out to the organizer, Victoria Forrest, and asked her how I could help, because I really want to support this project. If you're one of those people that really want to solve aging, there are still free spots to sign up. I put some links in the description. I also have a playlist here where I interview some of our amazing speakers, organizers, and attendees. I hope to see you there. Bye bye.